Hey everybody, Goat here. Welcome back to Goat and Hog's Guide on Diablo 3. And in this guide here, I'm going to cover real quick some inventory management and what you can do with all that loot you're picking up. One of the things I wanted to talk about real briefly was that when you come over and pick something up, if you watch just above my health to the left side there and my rage globe, for lack of a better term, you will see these three downward arrows with a name. That gives you a quick glance of, is that useful to me or not? I can see right now that's not an upgrade. I don't care. I can just keep playing. Well, now something else I killed, I pick up these and I see, oh, well, those have a slight upgrade. I might want to head in and go ahead and check those pants out and put those on. Now, of course, you can always compare things by hitting on the Xbox, it's the X button. I assume it's similar to the button on the left for the PlayStation. You can see the menu across the bottom is what you're looking at to tell what buttons do what. But what we're doing is we're comparing, and that are these better? And those were better armor, but actually I like getting more experience per kill and more item find and more life per second. So while it's a slightly bigger upgrade or a slightly bigger amount of armor, I'm actually going to stick with the ones for only 7 armor just because I'm getting better bonuses out of them. Now, okay, I'm not going to use these at all. So what am I going to do with them? The easiest thing is to hit A to select that slot again, and then to push down, you'll see at the bottom there it says right stick junk. It says the R and the downward arrow. If you click down on the right stick, we've marked that as junk. And what you can do is anything that has a star on it, somewhere you haven't seen. So there's the cudgel that I picked up showing you with the downward arrows. I don't want anything in this area. So I'm going to right stick clicking down on all of these, including this white item here. That'll come into play here in a little bit. I'm going to look around at all the inventory I picked up. Let's see, is that any better? Plus 5 int, not really handy as that's not my primary stat. It would boost my defenses a little, but I like what I have there better. So I will go ahead and say nope, junk, junk. And doing this to help keep track of your armor is very handy. It allows you when you get into town to go through. Now I'm not using any shields, I'm going with all weapons, so not handy to me at all. Um, I can't wear those. I don't want that. I'll keep the other one on for a minute. Um, of course, I do want to put that Hellfire ring on. That's nice. There is a section later we'll have for you on Hellfire rings and what those all do. Um, they are great for leveling alts because you get such bonuses to everything, and they have no minimums. So let's see. All right. All right. So let's just say I sorted through all that stuff. And there's those two, right? All right. Now, if you go over to yonder blacksmith, once you've unlocked him, he'll show up. It's like a third or fourth quest. Because I have so much health, by the way, that's why it's trickled me down and say I was dying. You go to him, hit A to talk to him to begin with, then hit Y. That'll bring up the area here, right bumper twice, and you're at Salvage. Now, Salvage will, you could go through and manually select the things you want to salvage, or if you see on the right stick, it says Salvage Junk, pushing down on the right stick. It'll take everything you've marked as junk that is a magic item or better, that is purple, yellow, orange, or green. See, it's not going to do anything to these ones because they're not marked as junk, and it will salvage them. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do that. It says, are you sure you want to do that? And I say yes. Now, it doesn't tell me what I got, but you got a bunch of equipment or a bunch of stuff you can use for crafting. There's a video later on crafting. Not going to cover that here. This is just on getting through your inventory quickly. Now, if we look at my inventory, notice the white items did not go away. And the items that I did not have marked as salvage did not go away. So that is handy. That cleans that all out. You can still hang on to some things if you like without having to get rid of them. Now, if I come over here to a merchant, I just pick this one because he's the closest. Right bumper once, that'll bring you up to sell. You can, as you see, click down on the right stick again and sell all my junk. Now, if you watch, I got 20 bucks. After a little while, you'll start figuring out, once you're decked out in purples or better, you're going to find that there's not really even a point to picking up the white stuff. The amount of space they take up in your inventory isn't worth your time to come over here and sell them. One purple is usually worth more than all the whites you're going to pick up while you're out. Plus, that's inventory space taking up that you could be putting purples in. Now, if you have everything marked as junk, including the purples, and you go over and talk to the vendor, and you do sell all the junk, you're gonna sell all your purples. Which at some point you may need gold. and that's just fine. Go ahead and sell everything, but be careful with that. The upside is there is a buyback, so you can go back in here and say, oh, hey, I sold you those things. I want those back. Sorry about that. You get your full cost back for them, so not a big deal. Now, the other thing that's important in inventory management is your stash here. Now, the stash itself is contains, it's broken up just like your inventory, and you can put as much stuff as you want in there. Well, not really as much as you want. You can see in the bottom right, I bought the entire stash upgrades, and it goes up to 210 items that you can put in there. Your personal inventory is limited to 60. You see it says 15 of 60 just to the left of where it says the stash. And if I wanted to, I could take this Infernal Helm here, click, hit A, select it, hit A, throws it in the stash. Now, the stash, what's handy about that is it's shared across your entire account. And what that does is that means, I can take something in here and go, well, these rings here, like, it's not good for me, but one of my alts might love it. Or, hey, I might use this later, but I don't want to carry it around on me and accidentally, have a chance of accidentally recycling or salvaging it, I should say, or, taking up space. So that's real handy to put things in your stash. Now, an extra thing on that I will touch on again later with crafting, but it's important in here because of the fact that we're dealing with inventory management, is things like your gems that you have on you, which I don't have any at the moment, but more crafting supplies here. You can put those all in your stash. Now, the two things are you can craft right out of your stash, so the things that you need can come right out of your stash. It takes inventory from there and then makes it, and then puts that the made item into your personal inventory, and that makes it handy so you don't have to be carrying that stuff around to come over and have to talk to the blacksmith. You don't have to pick out 30 of whatever each time. It just pulls it from there, makes it, and then gives you the item. What that also doubles real handy for is, again, as your stash is shared across all of your characters, if I were to switch characters to one of my other ones and decide, hey, I want to craft that low-level item, or even high-level item, whatever, something I can use, all of those materials are inside the stash. So I don't have to go, okay, I got to go get my Demon Hunter. I need 15 of those tears or of 10 of those powders. Make sure I put those in the stash. Then, okay, log back in as the Barbarian, come back, pull them out, bring them over to the blacksmith. It just pulls them out of the stash and takes care of it, and it works through all your characters. So that makes inventory management so much easier, and it makes keeping your inventory down, because you want to have once you're out farming for stuff, you want to have as little inventory on you as possible so you can stay out longer and keep bringing things in. So that pretty much covers everything with inventory management. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment there, and I'll answer them best I can. If drop us a like, drop us a subscribe, that'd be great. If you don't like it, let us know. Is there something maybe I'm misinformed, maybe I misunderstood something, or if you have any extra information, let us know in the comments there. Our next one up should be either on crafting or some of the menu items, depends on what kind of mood I'm in here. But look for those, and we'll see you on the next one.